Tired of waiting in lines, pay your water bill? Discover how you can do it all online in minutes, right from the comfort of your couch. Welcome to The Explainer. I'm your host, and today we're tackling a topic that every single one of us has to deal with, but nobody really wants to spend their precious time on. We are going to completely streamline your life today by breaking down the ultimate guide to paying your water bill online in Vancouver.
Let's start with a scenario we all know a little too well. Seriously, if you have been manually writing physical checks, hunting down postage stamps, or standing in those never-ending queues down at City Hall, you know exactly how frustrating and time-consuming that monthly chore can be. It's just a drain on your day.
Making the switch to digital payments? It's an absolute game changer for your routine, because skipping the physical line is really just the beginning. Doing this digitally saves you a massive amount of time. It drastically reduces the chance of manual processing errors that can so easily happen with physical mail, and it gives you an instant, easily searchable digital paper trail of every payment you've ever made.
Now, there's a fascinating geographical twist we have to navigate here. Depending on which Vancouver you actually call home, your digital path is completely different. It's a true fork in the road. If you reside in Vancouver, British Columbia, your primary system will be your own personal financial institution using an online banking payee. But if you live in Vancouver, Washington, you'll be logging directly into the city's Selectron OPCQ portal.
Okay, let's dive into Path 1, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Starting with our friends up north. Because you're using your own online banking portal for this, you have to be incredibly precise when setting it up. There are some sneaky variations depending on who you bank with. For instance, if you bank with RBC Royal Bank, you must search for the exact payee, Vancouver Utilities. But if you're with CIBC, it's Vancouver City of Utility. You really have to map these exact descriptors so your money actually goes to the water department and doesn't accidentally get routed to something like the property tax department. So how does this actually work in practice? It's a simple 4-step process. Step 1, just log into your personal bank. Step 2, search for that exact specific payee name we just talked about. Step 3 is absolutely critical. Enter your 7-digit utility account number, which you can find right on the front of your physical bill. And step 4, please pay attention to your bank's transaction cutoff times. If you submit your payment on your due date, but after the bank's daily cutoff, it won't process until the next business day. And unfortunately, that will automatically trigger a 5% late penalty on your outstanding balance. Nobody wants that.
Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. What if you really want to use a credit card in BC to rack up those reward points? Well, you totally can, but you have to go outside the city's official system. You can use specialized third-party digital payment platforms like PaySimply. They'll process your credit card and send the funds to the municipality for you. But keep in mind, they do impose strict processing fees. You're typically looking at a 2.49% to 2.50% convenience fee on those credit card transactions.
All right, shifting gears to Path 2, Vancouver, Washington. Let's cross the border and see how things operate down in Washington. The city administers a consolidated utility program for water, wastewater, and stormwater drainage, all on a single bi-monthly statement. To pay online, you use the Selectron Online Permit Center and Utility Billing Portal, or OPCUB for short. You actually have 2 choices here. You can set up a registered profile, which is highly recommended for the primary account holder because it unlocks some great features. You can track your bi-monthly water consumption and view your past billing history. Or if you're just looking for speed, you can use one-time web payments, which acts like a quick guest checkout, requiring only your utility account number. Navigating this digital interface is designed to be super user-friendly, especially for beginners. Step 1, you just visit the City of Vancouver Utility Hub online. Step 2, enter your utility account number. Step 3, the interface pulls up your bi-monthly statement so you can verify exactly what you owe. And step 4, simply enter your preferred payment details, like a credit or debit card, and confirm the transaction. It's a really smooth, contained process right there on the city's website. Moving right along to the ultimate time savers. Section 3, set it and forget it with automatic payments. Because no matter which Vancouver you live in, we all share the exact same goal: dodging late fees. Let's bring both paths back together and look at the absolute best strategy for this. Setting up automatic payments differs quite a bit depending on your location. In BC, they call it pre-authorized withdrawals. Ironically, establishing this automatic digital withdrawal isn't entirely digital. You actually have to fill out a physical agreement form and mail it, along with a void check, directly to a P.O. box for the Revenue Services Department. In Washington, setting up autopay via direct debit is much more modernized.
You can just initiate it using their online forms or even set it up over the phone with customer service. And for residents in the Washington region using Clark Public Utilities, you have some fantastic registration options to help with budgeting. You can choose standard auto pay to have the funds automatically withdrawn each cycle, or you can even sign up for equal pay. Equal pay is great because it divides your yearly bill into 12 equal payments, making it incredibly easy to budget all year long. It's just a brilliant way to take total control of your utility expenses.
Next up, let's talk about what happens when things go wrong. In Section 4, troubleshooting and support. Look, even the best technology has hiccups, right? What do you do if the interface gets confusing or a payment just won't go through? Don't stress, you are never alone in this process. Both cities have robust customer service teams standing by, ready to help resolve common portal issues like resetting a forgotten password or just confirming if your paperless billing is actually active. In BC, it's incredibly easy. Just dial 311. For Washington residents, you can shoot a quick email to utilitycs@City of Vancouver, US, or call them directly at 360-487-7999. It's also really worth noting that web payment systems do occasionally go down for scheduled maintenance, usually late at night between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. If the digital system happens to be unavailable and you are right up against a deadline, you still have some great physical alternatives. Customer service centers are available for in-person payments, and they even offer drive-through windows and 24/7 payment drop boxes at various utility locations. Now for something absolutely vital. Section 5, Security Tips and Best Practices. We can never overlook safety when we're dealing with financial portals online. When you're setting up these utility profiles, you're trusting the system with highly sensitive payment data. Systems like the Clark Regional Wastewater District enforce strict password requirements for a very good reason. You need a minimum of 8 characters and a mandatory mix of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters, like an exclamation point or a $sign. Adhering to these strict best practices is exactly what ensures your profile stays secure against any unauthorized access. So don't skip out on a strong password.
And that brings us to Section 6, our summary.
Well, we have covered a lot of ground today across 2 different countries and 2 very different systems. Let's wrap up and summarize what we've learned. The core takeaway you should leave with today is that taking just 10 minutes to transition your utility accounts to digital billing is 100% worth the effort. It is undeniably faster, highly secure, and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right from your couch. You eliminate manual errors, dodge late fees by setting up autopay, and literally never have to buy a stamp for a water bill again. Before we officially finish, I do need to read a quick professional disclaimer just to make sure we're all on the exact right page. This explainer is for informational purposes only. Viewers should ensure they are following the most current procedures as provided by the City of Vancouver. Always, always double-check your local municipality's official website for the absolute most up-to-date cutoff times and fee structures.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer. Now that you've unlocked the simplicity and efficiency of online utilities, I want to leave you with one final, very important question. With all this time saved by skipping the lines and automating your payments, what are you going to do with your extra minutes this month? Go enjoy that free time. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next explainer.